Too trippy.
Buy that.
Yeah, let the niggas at Hanna-Barbera do that shit.
Yeah,
let Scooby doing them.
Ice Age, them niggas will do that shit.
Exactly.
Ice Age, the dinosaur awakening, whatever the fuck.
But hey, with no further introduction, my name is Jay Focuz, a.k.a. the nigga that wrote your favorite rappers' raps and maybe your favorite singers too. I'm here with the homie.
What up? This is DR, baby. Dark Remedy. What's going on? Thank you for having me, dogs.
I'm glad you came back, man.
I had to.
You was here.
I had a good time.
For the Yeezy episode.
I was here for that Yeezy episode.
That was before we were visual. We're visual now. Shout out to Creative Corridor for giving us the space, because it's a cool fucking space.
For sure.
If you haven't been here before, you should come. We not that far from you. Trust me. This episode is also brought to you by bestdamnsalad.com. Yeah, man. If you're in the Detroit area, what you need to do, head over to bestdamnsalad.com and place your order today for a delivery straight to your door. Let's go. Now let's get into it. What you got?
I don't like salad.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't.
Fair enough.
I've never, and I ain't gonna hold you. There's like maybe 5 vegetables that I fuck with, but my girl is making me eat more shit.
More
now.
of it. Yep.
So
yep.
You know, women will do that to you.
Yeah.
They're gonna enhance your life in some way. So you know, a good one. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and for the better.
Yeah, for the better. You know, I'm doing skincare routines.
Because enhancements can be bad. Like,
yeah.
Not everybody needs to change.
Right,
you know?
right. But you know, niggas is getting skincare routines and shit, and exfoliating. Like, niggas didn't grow up exfoliating for real. Now where we from?
Big facts. Big facts.
Where we from?
Yeah, nah. It was too much of a feminine act to keep up with your skin and your hands. Like, having calluses
on my hair was like, oh wow, I feel like a.
This is real talk. Like, yo, and this is keeping my dreads out of my fucking face. This is amazing.
Satin pillow sheets and shit.
Goddamn right, dog. Like,
yeah.
Oh, that gets us into that's fucked up. Because we just led to somewhere I didn't expect. And that's toxic femininity and its roles and development in men as they grow. Because a lot of the toxic femininity comes from mom. And what mom teaches us, especially when dad's not around, you kind of get into a certain bag. And I think it's a different one. And a lot of people, women in general, complain about it. But if I was to say, and that's why I wish our female guest would have showed, if I would to say that, what if this was your fault? That wouldn't go well.
Saying this is your fault sounds a bit more, what's the word I want to use?
What you got?
I'm sure it feels aggressive because let's be honest.
You would never say those words.
Let's be honest. Women in accountability are like,
it don't work.
Water and oil. They dodging.
It's water and oil.
So,
yeah.
But I think if you paraphrase it in a way that's like,
but that's the problem.
We gotta find a way to articulate it.
Exactly. But even if you do, it's, so you trying to say I'm a bad mom? Whoa, I didn't say those words, but I am saying that.
Maybe not even just bad. Like, you just bad in this moment, or when it comes to this scenario. Like, you can have great attributes, but
true. And I'm not a parent, so don't listen to me.
You could be a great nigga on the NBA team, but be trash at the free throw line.
True. But that's part of being a good person. Until you can be a good person, you can't be a good parent, if you ask me.
What do you classify as a good person?
Somebody who could take accountability for actions.
That's it?
Yeah. I think if you could take accountability from your actions and learn from the situations where people are holding you accountable, it can improve you as a person.
What if they are accountable but are unapologetically them, which gets into the whole people being okay with being toxic the way that they are? Cause
then that's just them.
You see mad memes on social media. It's like, I'm mad people reposting Justin LeBoy posts and shit and be proud. Like, oh yeah, I'm proud of this type of shit. Like,
I'm this kind of person.
Ha ha ha.
Right.
Oh, I'm part of this community too. Y'all toxic too.
Right.
And it's like, y'all okay with this.
This is great. This is comedy for y'all. This is, and not just comedy. This is life.
Some of that shit do be funny though. I ain't gonna lie.
It's hilarious.
Some of that shit be funny as hell.
But I would never go, hey,
I aspire
this is me. Yeah, like I just share shit, throw some laughing emojis on the caption, keep it moving. Mm-hmm. Hopefully somebody else see it and they like it too. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, man. There's a lot of shit going on. Like, how did your weekend go?
Shit, my weekend, what I do? I just work. Been talking and communicating. My co-host is still doing all right. Me and her was literally just chatting the other day. So I've just been chilling, man. Working, staying off the grid, staying out the way because these gas prices really be making me want to punch a hole in the wall. And everything fucking high. Gas prices is high. Groceries is high. Rent's high.
Every fucking thing.
Yo,
I tried to buy some lumber. Them niggas tried to charge me a motherfucking Jetta. For that fucking lumber, nigga.
Home Depot told you we got new prices, fam. And
everything's new.
Everything's
including the prices.
Nigga, even the boys is like, yo, if niggas ain't in danger, if niggas ain't getting harmed, we not pulling up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fucking nuts.
I've never heard that shit before.
Never until COVID.
And you know how
COVID showed us that.
And you know how motherfuckers be in the summertime.
Fucking nuts.
And nigga, I'm inside the crib.
Yep. I'm not dealing with that. I'm definitely not dealing with that. I'm not trying to, hey man, the streets, keep streeting. Y'all niggas are doing great. And whatever the fuck y'all are doing, don't involve me.
They even in the burb type shit, like there was a road rage incident in Canton, nigga. Guns pulled out and somebody was shooting and they looking for that person, like.
Yeah. The streets are in disarray. When I say the streets, I mean roads as well. Fucking avenues,
anything with a
boulevards,
stop sign. Anything with stop sign,
all of it,
green light, whatever you want to call it.
All that shit is fucked up. But like, all right, the streets is fucked up, but like, what if like niggas was trapping, but they was trapping jeans? So, like, in a pill form, you could buy jeans. So, if you wanted, hey, man, my kids got to be tall, and you're not so tall, it's a pill. Take 72 of these bitches throughout your lifetime, or whatever the fucking rules will be. I don't know.
You know what? They actually I think they've been doing shit like that for a minute.
Really?
I could have sworn I came across an article like maybe a decade ago where they
were
basically saying we could whatever kid you want to have, like while the woman has pregnant, you can literally handpick the genetics of what you want your child to be. So like if you want your child to be an athlete, if you want this nigga to learn how to play the piano, if you want them to learn how to sing, if you want them to be just super smart, you can handpick these genetics and they put that shit in your body somehow, some way. Now, I haven't revisited that shit since the day I saw it, but I could have sworn that I did not just make that up.
No, see, that sounds like gene splicing. And now gene splicing is bad, to my understanding. Gene splicing is a post-transcriptional modification in which a single gene can code for multiple proteins.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what that means. I wish I was a scientist. However, this sounds like the type of shit that gets into science fiction, and that's why I thought about it. I'm like, yo, that would be, and just imagine a nigga got a spot, like got a fucking 6'4" spot. Mm-hmm. That bitch a fucking slap. Like, nigga, that's the 6'4". Nigga, if you want to be 6'4", you can either pay $10,000 a pill a month, or you can go over here and pay half. And dumb niggas is gonna make sure your kids is fucking 6'4", nigga. Trust me. I had an auntie. My auntie did that shit with my nephew, nigga. It's fucking. Like, I think that'll be a cool
short
scenario.
Niggas will be obsolete. Because no nigga really want to be short for real.
Nobody. Like, that's a part of, like, nature. Like, it's like a nature thing. Like,
that
people
be
can be cool with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, getting taller, but also getting rich. Getting rich is a BBL, fellas. Like, get rich and you look better to people.
It's an organic BBL. It's the natural way of
that's inorganic.
It's natural selection. You know what I mean? Get more money and you attract more shorties.
And
it's inevitable.
Right. You can be short and your kids will also be short, but you will get the shorties. This is facts.
Because you got the Galaxy lights in the car with the Rolls Royce and shit. And you ain't got a projector. No, the car came like that. And you got that type of money to pull that off.
That's fly shit. Hey, man. If you think that niggas should be able to buy fucking jeans, tap the like button. If you think that you will buy 6'4" jeans so that your kids at least could be 6'4", if not you, the sins of the father we paid for. Let us know.
I don't know. I might be too prideful to do that shit.
It's a little bit of a crazy thing. Not saying that I would necessarily do it, and especially for being taller, I probably would go for like excellent eyesight or some shit, because my vision is fucking terrible. My shit is the worst. Fucking improve smell. Like, fuck it. We gonna be like dogs out here. I don't fucking know.
Like fucking memory or some shit.
Now, memory be lit,
be
but
fire.
is that genetic? I guess it'd be genetic. Like, you can have genetic disorders regarding memory. So I don't see why. Like, if it's Alzheimer's in your family, taking that should improve the chances of you not getting it.
Hey, all the black people gonna want high blood pressure and shit. All that shit. All that shit can go. All that shit can go. We want to eat as much sweets and crazy shit all we want to. Niggas gonna be back to eating soul food, and they don't have to eat certain foods when they turn 40.
Right. They say, look, diabetes
because they can't eat chitlins and yams no more, and they gotta eat fucking vegan shit.
You goddamn right, nigga. Whatever caused diabetes, nigga, that's over. We done with all that shit. But hey, I can't be mad at the vegans, but they like
I'm
Canadians.
mad when they're pretentious.
They like Canadians.
Canadians.
Simple as that.
How?
So, Coil Ray says...
We're not going to explore that. All right, back for sure. Go ahead. We'll go ahead.
No, I wanted to make a joke. That was just a joke. I have had bad experiences with Canadian people.
Really?
Often because it sounds so fucking cliche, but they're so nice. It's hard to believe it.
I dated a Canadian once.
How was it?
Yo, real shit, she was fun, bro. She was fun until I realized how inexperienced she was. She was young.
Okay.
She was young.
Okay.
And church girl, haven't really dated, still a virgin, all of that stuff. But, like, we could have been friends, nigga. Like, always making each other laugh and all that shit. She was real cool, but definitely a very sheltered life.
You can usually tell those.
And those like you said, Canadians are very nice.
Yeah, 100%.
Sweet as fuck.
It's hard to even be upset.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
They
will try to make sure.
Their chivalry is unmatched. I ain't gonna hold you.
Never dated, but worked at different jobs and shit throughout my life. It was like, whoa, wait. And so you come from Canada to be here? Why? It's fucking nuts.
It's motherfuckers that come here every weekend. And I'd be like, why do y'all want to come here?
To America. It's nothing here. It's the greatest place to be. Don't get me wrong. Hey, America, we love you.
Debatable.
Red, white, and blue.
Debatable. Y'all laws are, y'all making me question a lot of shit because y'all wildin'. Especially states like Texas and Florida. We gotta let y'all go. Then maybe I'll change my mind.
Red, white, and blue. Why?
You seen the laws in Texas right now?
Yeah.
They wildin'.
That's a state law. I'm talking about the country. Now, without the country's laws, the state laws don't matter because there's no states.
Well, I'm not going to tell women about their bodies, and that's kind of trying to be a federal law.
Sure. It's not federal law. But, is there any other country where you can go and be like this?
Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
It's a high no. It's a big, big, big no. And that's my whole thing. When people get to talk about, well, I'll go somewhere else. And it's like, everywhere else is communist, dog.
Where would you go?
Have you ever been a part of a communist regime? You won't like it. I promise.
Social media, that shit gone.
Yeah, that's
Freedom
super
of speech,
gone.
that shit gone.
Super gone. All that's gone. And everybody's making whatever the fuck they making over in Canada so that they can have free healthcare. that cost you. What does it cost you? I don't fucking know. I'm not Canadian. And I don't fucking want to be. So shout out to the red, white, and blue. Love this place. You can do shit like drink Bud Light and smoke blunts and talk shit about your government on microphone.
In the name of content.
In the name of great content.
So shit, what you been up to, bro?
Man, it been a lot. My birthday was not too long ago. It was May 28th. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mention that on the last pod, but went out, had a blast, did shit, went to Bazooki's for the fucking first time. Had never been to that titty. That was one titty bar in Detroit. And I'm like, why have we never been there? Let's go.
Right.
So we went to fucking Bazooki's. Wasn't the happiest camper.
No. Wasn't no bazookies in there?
It was some bazookies.
Okay.
They were enhanced bazookies.
Enhanced bazookies.
Yeah, wasn't really the biggest fan of what they had going on. Not saying that all of the enhanced is bad.
You can find some bad apples in the tree.
Hey,
gotcha.
Shout out to the 3 black women they had at fucking bazookies.
Hey, at least they were black, you know what I mean?
Because they were the ones.
This is a black woman stand
account.
Yeah,
we fuck with black women here.
Yeah.
Yes.
First and foremost, just had to get that out the way. Love y'all.
Yes. This is big facts. Then went to Martindale Beach. That's a part of Kensington Park. I guess it's Kensington Beach.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they call it that because there's no Kensington Beach. It's only the beaches that's inside of Kensington Beach.
Yeah.
But literally on Memorial Day, me and the fam up there kicking it, hanging out. It was a fucking blast until young girl goes missing.
Young girl goes missing. Who's young girl?
There was a young girl. They never released her name.
Got you.
I think she was 6 years old.
Oh, damn.
Nobody could find her. Eventually, they found her in the fucking heavy-ass currents of that fucking lake.
Oh, shit.
On the Martindale Lake beach side. A 4-year-old boy fucking went missing. Literally, almost simultaneously. They didn't find him by the time I left. Literally, by the time I got home, because I was fucking depressed. The whole birthday weekend was fucking over. I'm like, fuck this weekend.
Yeah,
it's
you
done.
Gotta go home after that one.
Yeah, it's done. Let's get up out of here.
We going home.
And by the time we left, I didn't hear whether or not they found the young boy, but we got home and literally Fox 2 was fucking, it was an article already out. You know what I'm saying? By the time I got to the crib. It was fucked up my whole weekend. But we gotta watch the kids. We gotta watch them. If you brought them out with you, you have to fucking keep an eye on them. I wish I would let my nieces and nephews go out of eye shot of me. And I don't know. They're just too young. Yeah. Especially when they're so young. Like, it's like, I wouldn't know what to do. So,
what the fuck is a snatching?
Man, anything. Anything.
And it's wild. No matter what.
Especially
age.
if you're at the beach.
Yeah, that's open season for them.
Or you could get snatched, or you could go into the water side and never leave the water.
Yeah.
So, hey, watch the babies. Watch them.
Watch the babies. Stay safe out here. Use your level of discernment that God gave you because it's wild out here. Natural shit and human shit can get you fucked up. Just be careful. Just be careful, bro.
Big facts. It's too much going on in the world. It's too much. But, I mean, just to bring back everything into perspective, the Notorious B.I.G. is honored with orchestral tribute at the Lincoln Center. Kid Cudi debuts new music during Governor's Ball headlining set. I've come to show you a good time, is what he said. Hit Boy and Dom Kennedy run laps around the competition in course of visual. Yes, the course of visual is probably fucking dope. I gotta fucking see it because I fuck with Dom Kennedy and the fact that Hit Boy has been working with every fucking body as late.
Hit Boy has been getting the fucking bag.
Talk to me about Hit Boy, dog. Because, like, just noticing, like, what was the interview? It was a Joe Budden podcast interview that I think it was where I saw him and it might have been a Patreon joint where he pretty much spoke about him not being in a favorable position as far as his label is concerned, and therefore, now that he's out of the situation or trying to dig his way out, he's been doing a lot more fucking music with different artists, and that's what led to him doing the shit with Nas and kind of pushing forward. Do you think that Hit Boy is probably the best producer that's really cranking out classic shit right now? Like one of the top 3 guys. Because it's not as many. It's some producers that's cranking out joints.
Yeah.
But it's like the microwave.
Everything is recyclable.
That shit's not really living long, but it's hot right now. And so that's cool. But then it's like the niggas making the shit that we know in 10 years, it's a go. The same joint.
I think Hit Boy got a lot of replay value. The shit that he did, because I didn't know about that label shit because it was peculiar for him to just randomly come out of nowhere and start doing the shit with Nas, and he doing shit with Big Sean, he doing shit with Drizzy from Chicago, he doing mad shit. So I don't know. I like his production. I like his shit, and he been killing a lot of shit that he been doing. So shout out to Hit Boy, man. He been doing his thing. I'm not mad at none of it. I'm not mad at none of it at all. He been doing his real thing for sure. So
did you hear the last the Dreezy joint? Cause I didn't.
I did.
How was it?
It was not bad. It was not bad. I genuinely enjoy Drizzy. I want to hear more of her actually. And yeah, it was actually a pretty solid project. It wasn't bad at all.
All right.
I listened to it like 2 or 3 times. Not bad. Drizzy is one of those artists that do need more love and respect because she can rap. And
I think that was Hit Girl. What was the name of the album? What was the name of it? I think that was the name of it.
I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I think that was the name.
It was genuinely good. I genuinely listened to it, and she's nice. I've been listening to a lot of female rap lately.
Like who?
This woman named Lakia. You heard of her?
I heard the name. Haven't heard the music.
She's dope. She can rap.
Okay.
She got a song with the City Girls where she actually got them bitches. I'm sorry, not bitches. I don't use that term for real. But she got them rapping. Like Young Miami, a lot of people think that she can't really float. But to me, she spazzed on it. And I was like, oh, look at her rapping. Like I listen to it while I'm in the gym and shit like that. I'm like, oh, okay. So I like Lakia. She's dope. Speaking of the City Girls, did you see Young Miami, aka Crucia's new thing with Diddy?
Okay, look at you producing, my nigga. Yeah, so look, I didn't get a chance to see it. I saw it in clips.
Gotta watch it.
I saw it in clips and bits and pieces. And just the way that nigga Diddy approached the question of what are we? Hey, man, I'm like, yo, I gotta show up for this.
Dog, you gotta watch it. Because honestly, and I think she said it's a podcast, so I ain't gonna lie, she did really good. I was impressed. I always thought the City Girls were entertaining as hell, and one day we're gonna talk about how a lot of the people in the culture have been influenced by them and literally just took their shit but don't really give them the credit for it. All the periods and the talking the way that she is and stuff like that. So Young Miami and JT, they really doing shit out here in the culture. But the show is genuinely interesting. I did not expect them to be as fun together as they were.
I mean,
I was like, Diddy and
her first episode was Diddy.
Hey, they dating.
That's what I'm saying. Like, content king.
Hey, she's smart. Look, she's a good example of like, I'm gonna date you. You a almost billionaire nigga or whatever. Fuck it, give me a motherfucking show. Give me a show, and you gonna be on the first epised. And
you can use the content too, cause who the fuck's watching anything on Revolt?
She did like 1 million. Wow.
Shout out to Revolt, man. I love y'all.
Man, I would like to be on y'all one day. But she did like a million views in 8 hours or some shit like that. So she getting the streams. So it's like I think it's gonna stay around on like the Justin LaBoy one. That's no shade because that was cool too. But then that whole thing with rumors with Saweetie and the I'm not even gonna say it. But it's a promising show. I genuinely found it fun. The girls was supportive and all of that stuff. And I'm like, oh, she seemed exactly what I thought, which was engaging, fun, and she kept it going. And she didn't hold back either. Like, she was flat out asking.
No, she sounded like a great host. Like, it seems like she
reminded me of the cool ass, and this is what I like about the City Girls. She seemed like the cool ass hood home girl that could be around and just kick it. And she obnoxious or whatever the case may be, but she make you laugh.
Especially like at times.
Yeah.
But majority of the time she cool.
She'll cool, yeah. She gonna have a good time. She can turn up. She can talk.
That's always what
shit.
I kind of seen her as. And so seeing it in long form, not knowing her, like, and that's what's so important. I think about the podcast, the sphere. Yeah. I guess. Is that eventually, because we've got the social era going on, you kind of have to show more. Yeah. We want more of you, and we want to be able to go, nope, it's no way that's not authentic. Right. What they present to us on them shows. People see it's not authentic. Yeah. What they present to us on them songs is authentic as fuck. It's not a gimmick.
I believe everything that they say. Yeah. I do. I believe everything that they say, and the energy is very vibrant and contagious because mad women are saying period now and all that shit and doing all the mannerisms and talking like them and shit like that. So yeah, it's dope, man. We gotta give them their credit, and they seem like fun, cool people. Like,
and they're like the top dogs, kind of like of their realm. Like, nobody is really coming like they're coming about their kind of content.
I was just about that's a good part.
Yeah, like type of content, their content, they're the head of the.
They made
I don't want to name
it. What's his name? Saucy Santana.
Okay.
Because they're appearing and stuff like that. I think he might be on the next episode. But he funny too.
I heard about that.
He funny too.
Okay.
I never listen to his music because I know he does make some music and stuff like that. But like, he's funny too.
Right. I've seen the clips of him.
Yeah, them two on the show.
I don't think I heard the songs.
That'd be funny. So yeah, shout out to the City Girls. Shout out to Young Miami.
That might
shout
be
out to Diddy. Shout out to
funny
Revolt.
shit, man.
I genuinely
shout out to
the show.
Revolt.
Keep going. Yeah, because one day we could do something.
One day.
I'm speaking into the atmosphere.
Y'all gonna see this later, but we love y'all even though we're fucking with you right now. Even though y'all are like considering fucking with us, we fuck with you. It was a joke. But it's a lot of shit, bro. And a lot of new music. Because we've been talking about fucking music. What have you heard as of recent that stuck out to you? Like, as far as the newer shit that's out there.
The newer shit that's out there. I'm not going to lie. Nothing has been grabbing my attention.
I wish I had my sound effects because
the last thing that really grabbed my attention was the Kendrick shit. And we talked about that a little bit.
Okay.
I've been really sitting on that, and it would be like, I sat with it for a minute, and then I'm like, all right, I need a minute to breathe. Let me go check out some other stuff. Mediocre. And let me go back to Kendrick. All right, let me go try something else. And mediocre. All right, let me go back to Kendrick. So I'm genuinely, and that's R&B and there's some R&B joints that I've been enjoying. I listen to R&B a lot. I'm an R&B head, but rap.
Right. Give me a second on the R&B.
Yeah. R&B. But rap specifically, you know what I mean. It's just been, and I'm not gonna lie. I've had to shift with my relationship with rap. It's been a lot of it's just been okay, cool here and there. But nothing that's really been sticking since the Kendrick shit. And I think because I've been waiting on that shit for so long and I feel satisfied and full that I'm living with it. So like maybe when you got a bad bitch that walk in the room and then the other girls behind her is like, they cute too. Right. They cute, but like everyone looking at that one. That's how it is with Kendrick with me right now. So as far as rap go, that's all I've been really paying attention to. And everything's just been mediocre.
Hey man, I'm not gonna hold you. These guys is in a jam. Freedom guys about that jam. But 4-2 Doug and ESTG, that last one's left.
You know what?
Been going crazy
you know
on my
what?
fucking mix.
I can't remember. Was that before Kendrick or after?
Before.
Hey, I like Kenny G, and 42 Doug grew on me.
This is ESTG.
Them two being together, I listened to this.
ESTG is what he
like,
meant.
oh, this is dope.
He said, dope. Kenny G, you gotta relax, big dog.
This
is not a jazz artist.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, so 42 Doug and these guys are dope. I like them together.
Yeah. Okay, we ain't gonna go too crazy, but.
How you feel about the Detroit scene? With rap?
Ooh, I'm glad you kind of took me there. So
now I'm thinking, because 42 Doug, I'll say my piece. I ain't gonna lie. For a long time, I did not like Detroit rap. A lot of it was it felt like a bunch of niggas happy to rap on a beat and didn't really hone on the craft. But I'll honestly say it's gotten a lot better. So
yes,
it's gotten a lot better.
And I agree with that.
I
agree with that.
I fuck with 42 Doug.
4-2.
Yeah. I fuck with Sada, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with what's some more?
Damn that.
I can't think of some more people right now. Like literally anybody coming from the city, even some niggas from Flint.
Dame Dot, Bodie James. Payroll Giovanni.
Yeah, I fuck with him.
We got
I
people.
fuck with a lot of Detroit.
Baby Tron.
Detroit is doing a lot of dope shit. I'm not even gonna hold you. And this is coming from somebody that was just like, about the scene for a long time.
Nah, it was more like that for me before I moved out here. Bought a little crib on the east side, and from that, I kind of started to understand.
Yeah, because it's a culture. You kind of got to live it to really get it and understand it.
And it started with Doughboyz Cashout.
Yeah. They were a pretty big deal when we was growing up.
I might have told the story here, but I'm going to tell it again.
Let's hear it. All right.
And all respect to Doughboyz Cashout. Fucking love y'all.
Respect to any nigga in the city out here trying to get it. I don't hate none of y'all niggas.
Yeah.
Get it, run it up, because quiet as it's kept, the hip hop culture biting on a lot of you niggas, and they don't get talked about enough.
Trust me, we can get deeper into that. So, one of several. Mm-hmm. So there was a spot called the Venus in Inkster, off Michigan Avenue.
I know what that is.
All right.
I lived in Inkster for a little bit too.
Okay. Helped make the Venus what it was. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But I'm not gonna say they brought Doughboyz Cashout to Venus after we had did so many of the Wednesday nights, started giving us Thursday nights. After the Thursday nights started slapping, they started giving us Fridays, and then they just was like, whenever y'all want to do something here, you can do it.
For sure.
So it just became the spot outside of the Bullfrog for people to go and perform, and it was kind of where the Inkster scene was cultivated. And they eventually started spending some money as a venue, and promoters started coming to the venue and started going, hey, we know some people, we can get them out here. So they went and booked Doughboyz Cashout, and they showed up, did the show, was acting a fool, everybody was yayed up, iced out, had they fucking the champagne and shit, was acting a fool. They was going so crazy that they was like throwing the fucking liquor on people.
Oh.
And they wasn't intentionally doing it. It was just something that was happening because of the energy in the room, and they were doing their thing, and shit was just spinning, and everybody had a fucking champagne bottle. Everybody had a fucking champagne bottle. Every nigga they were with, and it filled up the little stage. Maybe 12 people could fit on the little stage or whatever. So it was 12 of them niggas with 12 bottles, and they all were doing the same shit. And so that resulted into a fight. Some chains, different things were exchanged, different things were taken from different parties. different things were taken from different parties, and it was a fucking catastrophe. They showed up the next fucking week, free of charge, with new everything, new car, new everything. Like, you would have thought them niggas just went out and did a hard week of trapping just to come back and fuck with us. Like, it was the funniest shit, and they performed, and it was a great show, and it went off without a hitch. Nobody had champagne bottles.
He was like, yeah, we gotta
blast.
We gotta tone it down, y'all. We was wildin'.
We owe y'all one.
Yeah.
So we'll be back with new yays, new chains, all that.
That's honorable because they ain't have to do that.
Did not.
That's dope.
And that's why I shout out to Doughboyz Cashout.
Shout out to
so
them.
They were kind of like the first,
some honorable niggas.
The start of me like going, okay, and going. Now that I'm listening to these songs,
it's resonating.
I believe it. I just saw that. I believe all that shit. Anything they say on that track, let them go.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, man. So that's my relationship with Detroit music. And eventually I started loving it more, but the newer sound of it is at a point where it's so popular that the industry has gotten in and started going, hey, we think this person's sound is great. So now people are going, well, I'm going to sound like him.
Yeah.
And that's happening across the board. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's maybe 6 or 7 different major rappers here in the city.
Yeah.
And those artists, people try to emulate. And that's almost everybody. So it's gotten to a point where... Especially Sean. But see, Sean is more of a previous generation. Yeah. There is a newer generation of artists who is
doing the whole Detroit rap flow.
Sada Baby being one of them.
And that's why I fuck with him, because he owns the Detroit sound, but he still sound different than most niggas.
Yeah, because technically, T Grizzly owns it.
I thought he was off that.
No, he technically owns it because nobody had heard the sound from here until First Day Out.
Yeah, and that shit went crazy.
First Day Out went too crazy.
Niggas was singing that song like Dreams and Nightmares in the club. Yeah. Niggas being Nickies like Troy Rowe.
And still now. Still. Like, and not in Detroit. Niggas that had never touched 6 Mile is going crazy talking about some Joy Road, but they money longer 6 Mile.
Right.
This is nuts. In Iowa.
Niggas wasn't really embracing like, it was what, Eminem, then Big Sean, and then T Grizzly put that shit back, but it was like more so the street side. Like, he wasn't polished like Eminem was or Big Sean was trying to be and stuff like that. Nah, we introduced the city of the streets to the world, and niggas was like, oh, this is captivating. I'm gonna listen to this.
Yes,
and then the Sawdust came out, and then the 42 Dougs came out, and then
TJ6X's. Like, he even X6, he even took it to a different level. Like, I seen this nigga on an HBO show.
What HBO show?
What? It's called Generation Hustle.
I know exactly what the fuck you talking about.
What?
Episode 1?
No, it's the last one.
Was it?
It's the last one. I
sworn it was the first one.
It's the season finale, my guy.
The one I clicked on, it was the nigga from Detroit.
It's niggas from Detroit.
Scammed his way into a record label. No, is that not the same?
That's the same guy, but not into a record label. His songs were scams. Like, he was teaching niggas how to do the methods to make a scam happen.
Yeah, I was watching
the songs. That's the last episode.
Oh, on the yeah.
That's the last one.
See, I saw that one.
Yeah.
They would even have him talk it out, and they like beat all this shit. He's like,
yep.
Yeah, so all you gotta do is bleep 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 bleep. And niggas was they was interviewing the niggas, and they like, bro, technically he ain't do nothing illegal. Like, what they gonna do? Arrest him?
He didn't do it.
The camera crew was quiet. Them niggas was like,
I don't know.
And he's still making money today. I was like, you know what? I want to see more of this, because it's a lot of, quiet as a kept. It's a lot of scamming in the city, dog.
Hey man, keep it quieter.
If you, because it's scamming everywhere. It's scamming in mad places, but like, I'm not gonna make the block hot, but
Scams are everywhere.
Every fucking where. If niggas with money, you gonna find some scams.
Yeah.
But the way he finessed it, I was like, this nigga brilliant.
Yeah.
And I like seeing, it's something about seeing black niggas, especially for where we come from, on a platform like HBO Max, giving it up and saying like, yeah, this is how I finesse these niggas. Because you always see, you know, the nerdy, snobby white kid,
but
or
that's,
whatever the case.
Like, that's what was cool. And it's like, fuck. That's what was cool about Mr. Robot.
That show was so fucking
So
cold. Yes.
So
I need to get caught up though. But
eventually, because you know that Joey Badass was on that show.
Yes, I do.
So, bang! Like, that's a scam. Like, that's a hacker.
Yeah.
That's what a hacker looks like today.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, you think he just some motherfucker sitting there
You
with
think
his
a
hanging
hacker
out, but
as in like the maybe a fat white kid, curly hair, glasses
They have
on the
an
computer.
image.
It's niggas that look like us being like, no, fuck that. Maybe
100%.
Whatever.
with a Miri on.
And with fucking 42 Doug playing in the background, like, yo, niggas is out here getting it too. You know what I mean? Shout out to the scammers,
Shout out
man.
to the scammers,
Shout out to the
man.
scammers. Hey,
Grifters, all that.
2019, I had a fun ass summer because I made friends with a scammer. Now, granted, he was a really good scammer because that nigga literally off the grid. I don't even know where this nigga is no more. He that good. But man, we and Nikki, he like, hey, them bitches over there, go grab them over there. We tell them to come over here. We like, oh shit, like pool parties and all kinds of shit. Hey, 2019, that was the year I was single too.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no.
That shit was fun.
2019, 2020 even was kind of insane. Because stuff was
pandemic,
open.
Man. Ooh, it was a time. And
Stuff was open.
It's like Future dropped that song, Life is Good, and then life just got bad.
Yeah, no, that's real.
That's when
that's
when
the
Kobe
thing.
died, and then the pandemic hit. And
Bad things. That was like a bad omen. That was like a fucking.
That shook the world.
That was like a flock of ravens flew into the fucking biggest building that you could imagine on the planet.
Nobody saw that coming.
Nobody. It was the baddest of bad omens.
Yeah.
It literally happened at the start of the year.
Rest in peace, Kobe, man.
God damn, rest in peace, Kobe.
Niggas gonna forever take a shot and still say Kobe, but maybe shed a tear while they do it.
Small thug tear.
Like, Kobe. Like, yeah.
Kobe.
Yeah.
And it's gonna go in.
And it's gonna go on. Nothing but that, nigga.
That's not to the fucking Celtics right now. It's not gonna always go in just because you say Kobe. We recording this NBA Finals time. It is not a fucking sports podcast. But yeah, I'm glad that was awesome. Like, we kind of took it some places. So let us know what you think about that discussion. Like, comment, subscribe. I gotta make sure I say that shit.
Detroit niggas need more appreciation, man.
Yo,
they out here doing shit.
Detroit Rapper Appreciation Hour.
I fuck with all of y'all. If you making money, you get into it. If you on a rise, do that shit, man. And I encourage less beef.
Yes.
We'll just leave it at
and
that.
it's all disintegrating, dog. Like, I mean, some people gotta go away. Some people gotta go sit down.
Yeah.
But, you know, after niggas come back, it's gonna be like an accepting environment. Niggas is gonna be able to get money because that's what Detroit is turning into. So, hey, man, if y'all know this one, sing it with me. I'ma keep it one. Make up parts, but you want one. Cause I want some. Nigga, stop.
Ooh. You watch that Big Meech series? How you feel about that?
BMF?
Yes.
So I haven't watched BMF.
You haven't?
No.
It's
on the back burner of Kanan. And the eras are so similar that I was like, I had enough of this for a time.
They are and they not. And I'll say that because I watched the season. Nigga, as a Detroit nigga, they did it right. They did it right.
Okay.
With the music, with the little Easter eggs, the Detroit shit, like having Fagos in the back, and the fucking the Jaguar fucking statue and shit in the living room, and the paintings and shit. It felt real. It was real nostalgic. It was, and they did a lot of it right. I think some of the actors did a little bit too much with the talking slang, yeah, Detroit is known for saying what up, though, but we don't say it a lot like the way y'all was doing it. Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, majority of that shit they got right, and it was you could watch the Kane and be like, okay, this was the 90s. I don't because I haven't watched Kanan at all. Whatever era that was in, that was New York.
80s going into the 90s, pretty much.
80s going into the 90s. This is Detroit, so it's still different. I get what you mean, but you still feel Detroit when you watch it. You don't feel New York.
I just wanted to give it a break. I am by nature, I'm a science fiction action guy. Okay. So if you can't give me like a unique story, especially something I don't know already,
see, that's the thing.
I don't care for it.
Wait, BMF, there are things that I've heard and stories that have been told to me about it and whatever the case may be, but I'm not a historian when it comes to that entire story. I know certain shit and certain celebrities and stuff like that play a role in it eventually and all that, but I'm watching on some, this is cool. Like, I know of it. People told me stories, but like, let's see it fleshed out in a series, and we don't see Detroit in a series that often.
I get it. But see, I didn't watch it while it was out. Mm-hmm. Therefore, my watches are valueless. Because that was something that was only valuable during the time that the episodes was out. So
there will be a season 2 though. So that's
sure.
Good.
So maybe I'll pay for SARS. Maybe. But I probably won't. So
I can see my password.
Yeah, like, and so right, I'll give them a. But
because P-Valley on right now.
Other than that, and I wouldn't pay for P-Valley either.
Nah, P-Valley.
That's the same reason I won't pay Netflix. I won't pay Netflix because they don't have enough slaps. I'm not paying you niggas for one slap. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm not paying you for one slap.
P-Valley is hard. Tough. I fell in love with that shit.
I haven't started the second season. I haven't started it yet. I watched the first one though.
Episode 2 coming on tonight. The first episode it started off really good.
Okay. All right. So I might start covering it. Just so you hip. I also do, and I'm gonna start doing that here at the studio. Hey, Creative Corridor in Southfield. I'm gonna start doing the Potheads Love Movies here.
Okay.
I'm trying to get a way to schedule it so that I can do it in the back. Mm-hmm. It's this fucking seated, couched area with this big screen right there.
The aesthetic is what
so that we can kind of really like and show a screen. Mm-hmm. So it's like, all right, boom. This is kind of what we talking about right here at this point. But you know, so it's like it's a different aesthetic, and I fuck with that. And so I definitely want to start doing that. But I did that for Atlanta.
I love Atlanta.
I kind of did like episode breakdowns and kind of my perspective on what was getting presented to me. Did like a breakdown on Afro-surrealism. Loved it.
A lot of surrealism.
Afro-surrealism, though, in general, and reverse Afro-surrealism was kind of like the episode that kind of started taking off that I even dropped on a different channel. I dropped it on the J Focus channel and didn't promote it, expecting people to not really see it, but my people that subscribe to the J Focus channel, shout out to the J Focus channel people, that they would actually just watch it and maybe share it. Maybe. I wasn't guaranteed. I wasn't even considering them doing that, and it started kind of growing legs, and it was because I took on a take of Dave Chappelle reparations episode where, you know, everybody was kind of lined up at the fucking liquor store trying to cash their fucking reparation checks, and it was like this big deal. White people was going crazy on the news.
That was a phenomenal episode.
But just
Kevin Samuels,
fucking amazing. But no, but no.
You know that was supposed to be Steve Harvey.
But see, what are we talking about? What are you talking about? You talking about Atlanta?
I'm talking about Atlanta.
I'm talking about Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Dave Chappelle pulled this off first, and Afro surrealism would just be like Atlanta on its own. That's what it would be defined as. But on those certain episodes, especially like in season 3, where it's like, all right, there's this guy and this black lady show up on this fucking porch, and she's talking about she's gonna own this fucking crib because his people own hers.
Yeah.
And it was, what was it?
That reparations episode.
Was it reparations, the words they were using, or was it like,
I forgot the exact verbiage. But
right, it was like a tax. Yeah, it was like a tax or something, like some kind of
like
tax.
a reparations tax or something like that. And so black people was claiming shit that, like, when you traced it back, their family.
Right, without my family, your family wouldn't have this, and therefore you wouldn't have
Shorty
this.
came in the house, was like, this is my furniture,
right.
This is my
She
TV.
fucking live streaming like, yo, this look great, don't it? I look good by this couch. Like, it was lit.
So fucking
it was
funny.
hilarious. None of it's meant to be funny. It's not framed for comedic fashion, but you extract comedy from it. But that's what I called, and I think I coined that, reverse Afro surrealism, because they try to pull reverse racism. It's crazy. But we can talk about that later. Anyway, that's why I kind of decided to coin reverse realism, Afro surrealism, is because Atlanta spent the whole fucking season 3 to everybody who wanted the original cast on every episode of season 3's fucking dismay. They fucking threw in these big life lessons by putting white people or a different perspective on the episode. I think it was maybe
like
three
or four episodes that were not including the main cast, for real. But that was dope to me because
they were good.
They were
Don't get me wrong.
They did that a little bit with season 2, but and even with some like season 2, they had some stuff that kind of was like left field, like the what's the one with my man's going to the house, and Donald Glover was the one with the whole, what is it, Teddy?
Okay, see, look, that's season 2.
Yeah, that's
season 2 though. Teddy Perkins.
Yeah, Teddy Perkins, yeah. So I think they saw that and was like, you know what, we could just get weird and do some shit as long as it fit with the theme of the episode. Because I was trying to get my girl to catch up with it. And at first I was like, yeah, you need to watch all the other ones. But after watching season 3, I'm like, you low-key don't need to watch anything.
Nothing.
Just sit down, pick an episode, and it can be on shuffle for all you know, and you'll just catch on to it. It's not episodic to where you need to follow a timeline.
I mean, especially if you are trapped within the season. Mm-hmm. But sort of, kind of. Like, it is sort of serialized in a way, because it's like...
Because it's kind of like, you know, when you want to watch a show, you kind of overwhelmed with how many episodes it is or how long it is or whatever case may be. Atlanta is short, and it's not a whole lot of episodes, and you don't feel like, oh, I need to binge this entire thing in one sitting. Like, no, you could watch this shit, and you don't have to have it to be a continuous binge, for real. I like that aspect of it, because you don't really see that too much on TV no more. Everything is so... It got a beginning, and it got an end. Mm-hmm. And if you watch anything in the middle, you're going to miss the entire point.
And that's why I think it's like a big-ass troll. Like, that's one of the things I think about the show. I think Atlanta is a troll. It was just a way for this nigga to get his fucking rocks off for one season. And after that one season continued to go, they're like, we can do whatever we want.
Because it's working.
So let's just do shit. And they just start doing shit. Like, what do we just want to watch and make people watch?
Yeah, that's Donald Glover's main thing. Like, I just want to do this. I want to make the shit that I would want to watch and shit like that. And he got a whole team of niggas that basically all agree on the same shit.
Because his brother is his fucking co-writer for the most part. So it's like, after you got one person who's written one immaculate episode, like I think he did episode 3. I think it was the season 2
when he
Hero,
was the director. They be doing good.
But I'm talking about Steven.
Yeah, Steven.
Steven Glover.
Yeah,
that's the co-writer. That's the co-writer. Hero is the director.
Didn't Steven direct some stuff too, though?
He might have on the first season, but after the first season, he only wrote. Okay. And Hero did all of the directing from there. And
I know Donald played a hand in directing some episodes too.
Right, after the first season, for sure. He kind of just stopped writing and just let bro take the fucking reins. But he didn't do a bad job. He ran that writer's room like it was supposed to be ran, man.
That whole show is easily one of the best shows in the past decade, without a doubt, especially the black ones.
It's hard to argue against it. And that's why I think that I was saying that's where my thought was going. So I think he wrote the show as a troll, especially after the second season, because he didn't think it would get picked up again. And so at that point, he like, bro, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to go ahead and make these episodes in a way that if they decided in the middle of episode 3 they wanted to stop fucking filming, dropping this shit, it wouldn't matter to the story or the plot. You would just get an ending, and it would be a whole different episode from what you would even expect.
See, I don't think it was a troll. I think because Donald Glover, he seems very competitive. Like, I know he don't like a whole lot of attention and spotlight, but like, I saw that interview he did with, not the one he did with himself, but it was like years ago, where somebody was talking to him and basically he was popping this shit like, ain't nobody fucking with us, I'm a god, ain't nobody, we killing this shit. I think he's just competitive. And when you got a fan base that's gonna that's gonna follow the shit that you like, and it's working and it's critically acclaimed, you can just get on some cocky shit and be like, we gonna do what the fuck we just want to do. It ain't even trolling. It's just, I can get into my creative bag and it's going to work.
But was that before or after they won an Oscar?
Did they win an Oscar for season 1? Or was it season 2?
I think it was season 2. That was the BAN episode. Emmy. Yeah. I think it was the Emmy for season 2.
Yeah, I think all the success and the accolades just got him feeling himself in all the right reasons, because the show is good. It's fire. Like, there's not one bad episode. So, I think he's just being like, oh, we the shit. Niggas know it. Critics know it. Fuck it. We gonna go balls to the wall, do what the fuck we want to do, because who gonna stop us? We got the creative control. FX is gonna back it. The fans are going to love it, and the critics going to love it too, and it works every single time. So I'm just going to be a cocky Kanye nigga when it comes to TV series.
So here's the thing. Atlanta has been acclaimed by critics and received many awards and nominations, including 2 Golden Globe Awards for Best Television Series, Musical, or Comedy, and Best Actor, Television Series, Musical, or Comedy for Glover, and 2 Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series and Outstanding. Yeah, man, my motherfucking projection voice is on point. Trust me.
Really
hey,
good,
Detroit Pistons, call me. Call me.
Hey, man. If I had them accolades, I would do what the fuck I would want to do.
Whatever I want. But
and
this is whatever period of time this is in. Like, this third season, I'm not sure exactly the year. But they had to eventually win.
I just be like...
I think this third season is literally like, this show should not exist anymore. So we're going to do... Even like on Hulu, because shout out to Hulu.
I watch it on Hulu. Shout out to Hulu.
When I watch it on Hulu, the descriptions even go, this episode's cool, but first season's better. Like,
yeah, like when you read the description... Or like when you follow them, they're they got a Twitter page. Atlanta got a Twitter page, and they just be some weird random tweets, and they be like, this is an example of niggas who are talented in what they do, and they just do what the fuck they want. There's no restrictions. They have all creative control. There's no one that can tell them no.
Yep.
And they can just be as weird as they want, and it's gonna work. It's proof that if you got a good product and the people fuck with it, man, we don't have to submit to this traditional shit.
So are you
we
saying...
have to write a bio? Okay, it gets weird in this episode. A white man gets mad. That's the bio for the episode, and niggas gonna click on it.
Hey, so are you saying... Here's the heat.
Okay.
Are you saying that Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers is like Atlanta season 3? Let's go! Nigga! You want to talk about motherfucking content?
That's
Show up here. I promise the guy. Hey.
Kendrick Lamar's Big Step, a big morale album.
Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers is Atlanta season 3. I don't give a fuck. I'm out this bitch. I'm gonna end this bitch on my terms. I'm gone. And this is the last project you're gonna get from me. So guess what? I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, not what the fans want. Because when I go to my own team and do my own thing, because guess what? We've already explained that Donald Glover is competitive.
Very competitive.
Therefore, when Donald Glover gets on the fucking ones and twos, he wants to dominate this shit just like he kind of did everything else. He started as a staff writer on fucking 30 Rock, or prior to that, was doing fucking YouTube videos. Shout out to YouTube. We love you. And shout out to the algorithm. And started doing shit on the fucking 30 Rock. Started going crazy on 30 Rock. Tina Fey was like, yo, you a fucking movie fucking writer for real. I really want you to do better shit, but whatever. He fucking started going to fucking Community, doing his shit on there. Yeah. Eventually went into doing
he did a stand-up.
His own stand-up,
which was actually pretty funny.
Fucking hilarious. I thought it was funny, especially for the time. It was really good comedy. It didn't live well, but
I thought it did.
I don't think
watched
it
it
did.
Like a year or two ago, and I'm like, oh, this should still hold up.
Maybe it does. Maybe I gotta watch it again. Do I need to watch it again? YouTube, let me know in the comments. But
yeah, he went from that, and then he started to get into
started
his
to rap.
He
said he dominated writing and acting. So guess what? I'm gonna go to fucking, and he did take I can't remember the fucking name of his character. Trey on Community. Football player. Yeah, all that good shit.
Yeah.
And killed that role. He took that character to a different space, and it was like, it's believable. And him playing the guy, I believe all of this shit. So this is great. Eventually fucking put up the Freaks and Geeks shit, and I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? Put out the fucking the Camp project.
Camp was
impressive. I'm like, dog, who's this guy? Why is this song so good? What was the song from that?
Heartbreak.
Fuck.
That shit was hard.
Go ahead. You can run it. You can run the rest.
That last verse still hits me at my core.
Dog. If you've never heard it, you should.
He did his rap shit with the mixtape Royalty, rapping with fucking Absol, Schoolboy Q, and Danny Brown, and Bun B. That shit was hard too. So that was like his rap shit.
Started coming with shit, but this was ahead of his time. Hold on, wait. You said last verse?
The last verse. I still know that shit word for word, my nigga.
Oh wait, no, we pass it.
No, the last verse.
Wait, yeah, it's coming
up.
The
last verse. He went crazy. So we done. It's the real shit. We used to hold hands like field trips. I'm a jerk, but your dude is a real dick. I read his post on your wall and I feel sick. He ain't cool, he ballin' all that, but he just a fake nigga who blogging all caps. You could've waited today. I'm going straight for your thighs like a cake you ate. I give a fuck about the niggas that you say you ate. You know that I'm the best when I'm affectionate. I'm the best that you had. Face it. JH and R related. Racist. I give you money, then you made up. She ain't a killer, but she fucking blow your head up. I know you wondering what the fuck you hiding. Like they did like rats about Bin Laden.
Fuck that.
Are we dating? Are we fucking? Are we best friends?
Are we something?
And we team that. I wish we never fucked it up. But not really. Shit, that shit is fucking awesome. Bruh, snap, low key.
Fucking awesome.
And then because of the internet came out.
Yeah.
And quiet as it's kept, Sweatpants got some of the best bars.
Oh, man, dog. That album, I didn't expect.
Phenomenal.
That's where I found him.
That's how you found him?
I found him backtracking off Chance.
Same with me, cause fucking the radio song.
Oh, she did it with him.
I heard radio, and then I heard Bad Piece with Janae.
It was. Oh, right. I was seeing the 3005 promos and all of that shit. I was seeing it, but I was never tapping in.
See, I tapped in around the royalty part because my boy was like, yo, go on that Piff, the nigga from Community, he rap now. And I'm like, oh, shit, okay. And then
never got that call.
I heard Unnecessary, and then I heard Toxic, the shit he did with the Britney Spears sample and shit. And I was like, oh, this nigga... Okay,
rap.
He cool. Oh, he rapping with Bun B.
Right.
Oh, he got
this
nigga
killer on
rap.
Rap.
Oh, he talented. Mm-hmm. And then because of the internet was like the nail in the coffin of like, this nigga dope. I read the screenplay, watched the little stuff on YouTube that he had associated with that world, this song, and I'm like, yeah, him and Chance was supposed to do a EP together. It didn't work out. It didn't come
I'm about to say, the word was Chance started going, you should praise me more. And that nigga said, fuck that. Fuck praising you, nigga. I was going to be that nigga without you.
Chance was supposed to be bigger than what he is right now.
Chance was supposed to be bigger. Not Childish Gambino.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I guess that's what I'm trying to go ahead and drop on the viewers is that Chance was wrong.
He was wrong.
To come at Childish Gambino like he needed him.
If that's true, yeah, that's wrong because...
that's exactly what happened. It was literally, hey, but it was and like,
then
dog.
He ended up doing a fucking mixtape with DJ Drama. That
Come on.
actually was good.
Come on.
And then he started singing. And then Awaken My Love came out, which was a
the nigga
homage to Prince and Funkadelic and shit. And that shit was amazing. Redbone, nigga?
Because that brings us why we even got here in the first place. He started doing the singing because he knew that he had fucking conquered rapping at the period. At the time,
he didn't even like singing at first.
He was the next Drake. Like, he was the Drake fucking...
He was.
Like,
they were in the same lane. It's just Drake was more polished and had more back end, and he wasn't...
Get the shit off.
Hell, they literally came from the same industry. Drake was an actor. Childish Gambino was
that
an actor.
Bitch. Yeah.
No, and niggas look at Childish Gambino like he was a great value version, and it's like, don't do that. Like, yeah, Drake is phenomenal, and we not gonna ever call that nigga trash. But he was dope too. But when you like the example I gave, when you got a bad bitch that walk in the room, like all the other ones is cool, but Drake is the badder bitch.
That's the one.
So we gonna gravitate to him.
But also, the same dynamics apply in music because I have, boom, the bad bitch that walked in the room, and then there's like a group of other bitches that's like sort of in her class, but then there's the one that she's holding hands with on the way to the bathroom, and then everybody else is holding the friend's hand, but she's holding the friend's hand, and it's a trail to the bathroom but that's the one girl who everybody else is going, if we can get her, we can get her.
Yeah.
Jack fucking Harlow. I have a problem. Bro, I have a big problem. This might not be the biggest fucking take. Matter of fact, it might be the hottest take. Because nobody else is going to say it.
Say it.
People might hate you in association.
Go ahead. Let's see what you got, bro.
Here's the thing. Jack Harlow, it's not a good rapper. This nigga got 6 albums. They all suck. All of them. Hey, he's always been fucking Lil Uzi Vert's fucking runoff. Hey, man, you're gonna fucking follow me on the way to the top. You're the white guy on the label, and you should gain some kind of popularity by being that and by my success. So you're gonna eat. But, however, you're not gonna really eat because you, my friend, aren't good. You aren't good. There are rappers that I can name off the top of my head that are better by leagues, far, vast leagues, than fucking Jack Harlow. And if this new album is the proof that he is the next Drake, I'm gonna tell you, I'm really sorry.
Saying that though, because
everybody
I'm hearing that regurgitated in the system.
Everybody,
world and shit.
Everybody,
but I don't see it. He
Me
kind of
neither.
rap like he's kind of trying to rap like him, but
all his beats are the same. It's pathetic.
Production
I don't
style
like
is
it.
I
don't like it. And they keep comparing them. I don't
I'll
like it.
say I did like his the last one that he did. That one was decent. I'm like, oh, okay, I can play this all the way through and it'd be a cool vibe.
Come on, bro.
I could drive to it. It's cool.
People compare him to Drake, dog. You
don't-
can't say it's
I don't
cool
like that, though.
to that.
I Dark Remedy does not agree with the Drake comparisons.
Let's
I don't
go.
know where that came from.
Let's fucking go.
But I'm not
that.
gonna let that make me say he can't rap though. Like he's cool. He cool.
I know too many better rappers.
A lot of people know.
People to go, he's next. Me and you can sit here and have an honest conversation.
But we know why he's
not a lot of people can do that because they've been selling.
Let's be
him.
honest then.
They've been selling him.
We know why he's up there. He's
They've been selling him.
He's an LGBTQ ally.
And
public.
they've been
He
selling.
working with not Lil Nas X, which is like, oh,
that was the biggest deal.
Here's a white boy.
That was the biggest
He's a white boy. He's in black culture, and he not homophobic or transphobic. Oh, we gonna rock with him.
Yep.
And he can like rap a little bit, and he not like
Yep.
he look like a regular cool white boy that living downriver or some shit.
Yeah.
Like
Big facts.
that's why they really fucking with him. And I mean, I'm not mad at it. I mean, we gonna get artists like that here and there. I'm not gonna knock him, but I heard his last album wasn't that good. So
knocking.
if it's true, then I'm okay. I'll just
the come home. The kids miss you.
He's a radio motherfucker to me. Like
I don't hear the radio, and the radio part of him that people fucked with.
that song he did with First Class was terrible. I thought that was real lazy, and if you gonna do a sample and shit like that, I don't like when people depend on the sample for the chorus.
Okay.
Entirely.
So that's where I was going.
You just doing the inserting of the and I got the G in it, and I got the. It feels very lazy.
That is old school Dipset type shit. I get what he was doing with it, but it's lazy as fuck.
He didn't deliver it.
He delivered it lazy. So that's where I was going though. Nail Tech is a better song than Glamorous will ever fucking be. People championing the wrong shit because Tom Brady did the fucking blade dance or some fucking bullshit to it.
Shout
like,
out to Tom Brady.
Love you, Tom Brady. You are the GOAT. But this type of shit is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like the ultimate sale. And when I'm being sold something, I am not buying your bullshit. Make it good. Because guess what? They doing that same fucking thing with 5-Year Foreign, and I don't buy it. They want him to be fucking Pop Smoke so bad, but they just threw him in the limelight, just like fucking Roddy Ricch. They took Roddy Ricch, and he was on Nipsey Hussle's last fucking slap, so he catapulted into stardom. And then he got a hit song that was going to be a hit song no matter who was fucking on it. I got a new 40s on the Jeep. Got a ton of... Anybody was going to make a hit off that, I promise. And...
maybe I got a hot take.
What you got?
He might end up like the next Fetty Wap.
Whoa. How?
He came out and exploded almost out of nowhere, like Fetty Wap did.
I gotta cut into you right quick.
Go ahead.
It's not out of nowhere. I just told you where the source was.
Yeah.
Racks in the middle. Nipsey dying. That made him a superstar because the analytics said so. That's my point. He was on Nipsey's last song and did a mediocre performance on it.
But then
it wasn't the best.
But then he dropped his own single.
When?
Did that come out after?
Come on, let's look at the timeline.
Yeah, let's look at it because I could have sworn that song that really grew up, that blew up.
Racks, he didn't have shit to the box.
He didn't have.
He had nothing. He had nothing to the box.
Cause that song went
This is
crazy. Yeah.
It's like this, and I guarantee, like, that's literally like the. Let's go to Spotify and see what's popping on Spotify.
And I do the Fetty Wap comparison because
that's why I'm not agreeing.
I think he was supposed to be bigger and still relevant.
His biggest song is.
When did that come out?
That's what's it called? Is Post Malone's new joint. That's his biggest joint.
Wait, no, it ain't because we got Down Below.
It's just doing bigger numbers. But yeah, Down Below, High Fashion for the Gang, not his song. Walk 'Em Down, not his song. Nobody's ever heard Late at Night. Nobody's ever heard 25 Million.
So The Box is still his number one.
It's his biggest song.
Yeah, so
he forgot it. I watched the fucking clip of this nigga forgetting the lyrics to his biggest song. Like, who? How dare you, Roddy Ricch? What?
I say the Fetty Wap comparison because he might. There was a misstep with Fetty Wap.
Okay.
What happened with him should not have
break it down.
Happened.
Please break it down to me. I'm not understanding.
Fetty Wap, when that nigga exploded, a lot of niggas didn't like him. A lot of them was like, "Who the fuck is this nigga? He sounds terrible." But like, he had 3 undeniable smashes. I haven't seen anything that random and that sudden be that captivating with a new artist, and he was the next one. Like, that song was over all the streaming services like TikToks and all that shit. But lately, he's been putting out stuff, and a lot of people just haven't been receiving it that way. I don't know if it's promo. I don't know if it's just who he's working with, who's on his team. But I would hate for him to fall off, but it's looking like he might.
So look, okay,
that would be so sad because.
All right, go ahead. So
because
go ahead. Wrap it up. No, wrap up your point.
The point is,
wrap it up.
I would hate to see people abandon Roddy Ricch in the end the way they did Fetty Wap.
Okay.
Because he could be bigger still. Fetty Wap, that was deserved. Whoever handled that scenario did a terrible job.
So, I get that. That's great. Mm-hmm. Understandably so.
Okay.
However, this nigga Roddy Ricch didn't make 679. Roddy Ricch didn't make Trap Queen. He didn't make Again. He didn't make My Way. He didn't make the fucking 679 version with just Money. He didn't make Kiki with fucking 6ix9ine. He didn't make fucking RGF Island. He didn't make out songs that would define a career. And if Fetty Wap would have took some of these songs here and spread them out throughout albums, I would go, hey, that guy's extremely talented. Mm-hmm. I heard The Box and I went, that's all he got? I heard High Fashion and went, Fetty Wap would have smoked this.
He would have.
What? What do you mean? what does this guy mean?
I'm telling you, dog.
What? You bet. Don't put. Man, Fetty will smoke this nigga Roddy Ricch's boots.
I agree.
On a Wednesday.
I'm literally talking about just career shit. I'm not talking about impact and level of talent. I'm talking about.
Can't do it.
If niggas don't do something about him, he will fall.
Roddy Ricch. Okay, so you're not understanding my point. So I'm gonna drive it home.
Go ahead.
Roddy Ricch isn't talented. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did you agree with him? Do you agree with me? I don't know. You can't agree. You can't put Fetty Wap in the same basket as fucking Roddy Ricch because, like I said, all of the signs point to industry plant.
So you think Roddy Ricch is an industry plant?
Like I just told you. He was on Nipsey's last song. And niggas listened to that last song a zillion times because it was his last one.
I never looked at him as an industry.
Racks in the middle. He's not an intentional one. He was in the right place in the right time. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. He's not really an industry plant. However, he was in the right place at the right time as a not talented person. Simple as that. It's whack niggas that get on every day. Mm-hmm. He is prime whack nigga. Like I said, who got on a stage and forgot his biggest fucking song. You should never fucking forget that one.
He did that to the box.
You should never forget the box.
Not that one.
You should never forget it.
Not that one.
It made you. Or did it.
Just on Spotify.
Or did it. Or did it. I guarantee you, Roddy Ricch would never forget the lyrics to Racks in the Middle. Promise to fucking God. What do you think? Like, comment, subscribe. That's why you show up here. Because I get drunk and talk bullshit.
You want to talk about R&B? We talked about rap for a minute.
Holy shit. Now, there's a lot of R&B shit going on because did you hear that SZA dropped some new shit?
Of course I did. This is a SZA stan. I love SZA with all
now,
my
I might need you to go crazy on SZA right quick while I run to the bathroom.
Yeah. Because SZA, she's
especially on Deluxe.
Yes, on Deluxe. Go to and I try to figure out a way to articulate it. You know songs that you can hear and you could just harmonize. You can hear somebody singing it. You could kind of predict where the pocket's gonna be.
Right.
SZA, you have had to listen to it and you know what's gonna come next because she'll start one pocket, then shift to another, then shift to another, and then shift to another. But it flows so elegantly.
Fucking well. It's great.
And nobody can really do that for real.
And I guess that's why we about to sit here and talk about SZA. Or what we have? No. We didn't have SZA. Okay. I remember now. Like SZA is kind of like the alpha female of R&B singers today. And that's why I think she's afraid to drop something outside of the realm of, Good Days Deluxe songs. Like, yo, do you remember when Good Days dropped years ago? Who gives a fuck about your fucking... Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? So give us a new fucking album or else.
I don't know if SZA fans are like that.
They're not, but I am.
But you are. See, people have lived with this Control album. Like, niggas have broke up with girls have broke up with niggas over it. Mm-hmm. Women will be in the car crying, singing 20-somethings. Like, it had a hold on niggas. It had a hold on me.
Yeah. And
I just think SZA's just very artsy and sensitive.
But I
think even the pretenses of, hey guys, just FYI, these songs are old, so don't talk to me about these are songs that are old, and I just wanted to put that out there for my fans.
I get it.
Something to just hold y'all over. It's been 5 years. here y'all go, because I technically was supposed to drop the album last year, but for whatever reason that never happened.
And that is all the more reason for these songs to really be newer songs that she fucking dropped and wanted to get people's opinion on honestly and organically. But guess what? They fucking sound dated and aren't as good as the original album. You could have left them off this one. That's what this ended up being. Like, what she did was like, dated. Give me a second. Because what she did was almost like the equivalent of calling some shit a mixtape after it came out and it did its first week. Young Thug, Free That Man, or Thoughts and Prayers to all them folks. Yeah. But yeah, like it's like him and the Barter 6. It's like you only called it a mixtape after it didn't do well. And I feel like that's kind of like a pretense to saying some shit is old is kind of like going, oh, if it's whack, then that's the reason. And I don't like it. I can see that being a safety net. I don't like it.
I can see that being a safety net, but I kind of excuse it because it does sound, some of it does sound old, but some of it actually sounds new. So it's like, I kind of can buy it, but SZA's music overall does sound...
No. Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that because Good Day sounds new as fuck and it doesn't sound like... Yeah.
It don't sound like shit that's out there, and that's the thing about SZA's music. And so she has to go into like different world. She's afraid to drop her To Pimp a Butterfly. Whoo! She's afraid of that. She's afraid to go art piece. Go as artsy as she can go and try what she thinks people like. I don't know her, but that's what I'm going to go ahead and say is the thing here. She's looking at her predecessors and going, what worked?
I think she's just a perfectionist. She's an artsy perfectionist that if certain people or enough people say that, oh, we don't really like this, that'll fuck with her. Because she's already been on record saying like, yo, I almost didn't even put out Good Days. Childish Gambino was literally texting her saying, yes, put Love Galore out, you tripping. And she like, I don't really know. Like, this sounds like a woman who is, when I'm in the studio, this is my space, this is my song. She's kind of like Summer Walker. It was like, when I'm in the studio, I'm in my space, I'm in my zone, and I just want to create. But I don't want to deal with the industry side of, like, the politics of a single, how the video should have worked. I just want to do my little artsy shit, and people just love it. But when it comes to selling singles and album promotions and sticking to release dates when artistically you kind of don't want to do that, she just sounds like, and she's sensitive about her shit. So it's like, I don't think
all artists are sensitive, man.
Some more than others.
As an artist, like, that's why it's certain bullshit that I'm like, all right, I get, like, all right, yeah, I can go into some me time. So, like, I dropped in 2009, and then I didn't drop again until 2012. And when I dropped in 2012, it wasn't as received with the opportunity mixtape. It wasn't the same because I went with a less organic way of doing it. I'm like, I'm gonna just record a bunch of shit. But when I lose, I literally went, hey, these are the songs that's on the project. I showed up like that, like, to every session, like, this one's going on it. I'm not recording unless it is. Okay. And that's kind of the difference maker in my process when it came from going album to album. I wasn't as secure with that second one. Okay. It was hard. But that's the same thing I think that she's going through, and she might have had a masterpiece that might not have lived, but was really fucking good. And that might have happened to her. Like, I think that happened to me as well, where it was like, if I would have just dropped these songs at this time, I would have not felt the way I felt prior or post that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think she kind of went through that, or probably has already gone through that, where it was like, I had the perfect album, but it's a wrap. And so, I don't know. It's a bunch of different takes. It's a bunch of different places you can take where SZA is at. And maybe she can go from here, but I would like to know what people think in the comments.
SZA, please drop whatever it is you got. Real niggas gonna fuck with it, and you could do no wrong in my eyes unless you just flat out put out some trash, which I don't think you're capable of doing. Your pen game is good, your production is good, you got good people on your team, I assume. Go ahead and just drop it. Just drop it, because you're supposed to drop last year, and I was really looking forward to it. Hit Different was like the lead single, where it was like, okay, this sounds like some radio shit, some mainstream shit. Okay, maybe she's coming with something. And
radio picked it up. Radio picked it up.
And even picked up Good Days.
Yeah.
But then nothing came about it. So I don't know what's going on. I genuinely think you just in your head about it. But just go ahead. Surrender the way you did with Control, because you took a minute with Control to let from your words and stuff like that. So try not to be too artsy and too in your head. Just drop it, put it out to the ecosphere, and see what happens.
Big facts. Big
Shout out
facts.
to SZA. I love you. You're gorgeous.
Yes, amazing. Especially in the recent videos. Like, yeah, exactly what I imagined. I don't know if you got like a relationship thing going on. If you do, I'll fight that nigga. Anyway, so we had an or. What was our or?
Or you said Giveon, or
Giveon,
Lucky Day.
or fucking Lucky Day. Holy shit.
And that's
I think that's a good one.
I think if you don't know about Lucky Day, you would say it's a really good one.
Only if you know. I think only if you know both artists would you say it's a good one. Why you say it?
I think Lucky Day knocks Giveon off.
Whoa. Holy shit.
Yes, without a doubt. I don't even think, like, it's good, because I think it's a good comparison, because these are two of the, I think, bigger.
Listen to them. Just listen to them.
Both their pen games are really good. Men writers that are still lively performing songs and on their own shits and touring and stuff like that. I think those two are some of the best ones currently out right now. But who Lucky Day has written for, added with his first splash that came out, and then he followed that splash with an EP with each song being with different artists, and that being a splash, and then his actual album dropping and getting a Grammy nominated. He won the Grammy for that album. Giveon can't keep up, dog. Giveon still need to put in a little bit more work, and honestly speaking, needs to speak from a different bag outside of being the sad nigga that is depressed because his girl won't really love that nigga properly. Giveon got different bags. He got the upbeat shit. He got the
Lucky
love.
Day?
Yeah, Lucky Day. He got the upbeat shit. He got the love shit. He's very diverse in terms of what he can bring and what he can sing about. Giveon, he's good in his bag and he writes well. But I would like to see him do more adverse shit, so I'm gonna go with Lucky Day.
Fuck. And you know what? That's actually crazy, because I did not show up here in actual production, because we talked about it in pre.
Yeah.
And I did not expect to be in actual production. Fucking agreeing with you, because you made a fucking valid ass point when it came down to the fact that this nigga literally has to be he has to be Mary J. Blige his entire life. Like, the last time I heard about things with this nigga Giveon, he was trying to self-sabotage himself. Like, he was literally almost, like, getting caught up. And wrap it up? Mm-hmm. No, we good? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, and trying to actually fuck his own career up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking nuts the way that this shit kind of goes. Like, and certain artists, I asked that last time, actually on episode 60. If you watch episode 60, you're aware that I asked Nikita why depressed singers or people that were more hurt made the best content.
I can tell you that.
And why we wanted it from them. And we got into a whole kind of discussion, and that was kind of part of the problem, was that it was like, you can't be in that place forever. And you'll eventually lose yourself or your self-worth trying to stay in that place. So, yeah, man, like, what you said makes so much fucking sense. I can't even argue with it, dog. Shit, maybe you don't agree with us. Maybe you think that Giveon can take this nigga to the cleaner.
I'll also add to that, Lucky Day can perform his ass off.
I haven't seen him perform, but I've seen performances.
He came to the city.
Okay.
He went on a tour and he brought out, what is that young lady's name? I can't pronounce it, but she's talented and she's gorgeous too.
Snow Allegra.
Oh no, not Snow Allegra.
I don't know.
She does the theme song for
Money Long.
She does the theme song for the new Proud Family series on Disney Plus. She actually sings that song.
CeCe Winans. Oh. I'm talking shit.
I'm just. But Lucky Day came to the city, right? Live bands, niggas fucking it up on the guitar, someone's fucking it up on the drums. And he sounds good live. I haven't seen Giveon perform live as of yet, but I can say confidently that he will give a lot of R&B niggas a run for their money right now. I've seen him live, killed it, didn't lose energy. Like, he was lit too. Like, he wasn't like a Summer Walker, like sitting on the stage on the stool, and then no, he had.
Damn,
like,
you been coming for Summer Walker, dog. The whole pod.
Don't do that. I'm just saying, niggas. Niggas was disappointed in Summer Walker when she came to the city.
I know. I'm just saying. I had to point it out.
I'm just saying. Energy is important even as an R&B artist. You know what I mean? Like, rap, you can be engaged with a rap nigga. You know what I mean? Do the shit and get hype or whatever. You got the beats and the energy for it. But R&B is a bit more sensual and more, you know what I mean, more intimate. But with Lucky Day, because he got so many different pockets, he can get into his sexy bag on some Usher shit. He can get into his live instrumentation bag on some Prince shit. He can get on some, and that's not to equate him to Prince, but he got this one song that gives me Prince vibes on his album, and he actually does it well, because a lot of artists try to do that. Like, he tries to do inspired song.
He tries to do Miguel's album.
No.
Miguel tries to do that on every song.
Miguel did that a lot, almost in a detrimental way. But Lucky Day got different pockets. He can perform well. I think he sings better, and he writes for mad other people. And I didn't even know how old he was until I didn't know that he was on what's the show? I think he was on like American Idol or some shit like that. Way back in the day.
Right, okay, I was hip.
They literally found his audition tape and put it out there in the masses, and I was like, oh, so he really been putting in work. And then you find he's been working with Mary J. Blige. He's been working with mad other people and just been writing behind the scenes. And then he finally dropped that project with Rosa Moore on it, and then that shit was good. Cause Rosa Moore, that shit was so good. Yeah, that was a vibe.
That whole project was crazy.
Fire. And his new shit is better than that to me.
Yeah. What was that? Candy Drip?
Candy Drip. Fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not one bad. And that's the thing. He don't even have a bad song. Giveon was almost on that track until like the last song he did. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I will say that he's definitely, when you're in that mood, throw him on and you can just be sad and shit like that.
Yeah. I knew something was up with him.
Really good.
I knew something was up with him when he put out a fucking deluxe instead of a real new album. I knew he was against the fucking walls, dog, when it wasn't something new.
Yeah, he's really good at being that toxic nigga. Like,
yeah,
when you listen to the shit,
he's Future-esque. He's like Brent.
He's like Brent Faiyaz.
Him and Brent Faiyaz is gonna fight. Really, we should have did like a Brent Faiyaz album, really. But I don't think Brent has an album. I don't think he has an album comparable. But I think if we went album to album,
Son? That was a pretty good album. What you mean?
Hey man, we're not gonna do this on this episode. Okay. But if you think Sanderson,
if you
and
think
fucking Take Care, I mean, what was it? Whoa, not Take Care.
Heartbreak Anniversary.
Heartbreak Anniversary are comparable albums. Please, comment.
If y'all
like,
Giveon, y'all out y'all
subscribe.
And I love I love Lucky Day. I love Giveon. I love Brent Faiyaz. We love all these people that we
all them niggas are fucking heaters.
We're not gonna talk about nobody that's trash, but Giveon, I need him to get into another pocket, perform more, work with some other artists besides Snow Allegra, and really dive into that. Well, I don't know, his reputation might be tarnished because of the whole Justine Scott thing. So, I don't know.
Really looking not the greatest.
Yeah, but
still like your music.
I love your music. Keep doing it, because Heartbreak Anniversary was literally the first song I heard from him, and I was like, who the fuck is
Are you
this?
on your way?
That right?
Are you coming soon to me? I can't sing. A party in LA.
That nigga stopped me in my tracks like, who the fuck is this? And I was going through a heartbreak at the time.
Oh, you was going through heartbreak. So,
nigga,
hey, look. I went through a heartbreak. I'm gonna ask you. I want you to go through it, and we're gonna wrap it up with this. So, you were going through a heartbreak, but at that time, I was going through a bag season. Oh man.
Okay.
Dog. So I'm DJing this event, in Wayne, and killed the fucking event. Like, it was a small event, but killed the event. It was for a friend, and at the end, I'm cleaning up, packing up my shit, and she rolls up on me and go, hey. And this is my first experience with this, like, newer, younger generation of fucking women and shit. She went, yo, your number, I need that. She ain't say them words. She ain't say them words.
That's paraphrase.
But she pretty much said that. And so I'm like,
I had a Brooklyn shorty hit me with that type of energy before.
What you got?
That was different.
What you got?
Hey, New York girls.
Okay, a New York girl.
Yeah, she was from Brooklyn. Yo, nigga, I was at a kickback, and it was one of those things, like, because it was in the summertime, and she was telling me, like, oh, yeah, she worked for Delta and all this shit, and she just be traveling a lot. But we kicking in and talking it up, and, like, randomly just, like, on some aggressive shit. I'm trying to paraphrase because I forgot exactly what she said, but basically it was like, yo, my nigga, dead ass, like, you cool as fuck, and da-da-da, like, for real. I'm trying to see what it be like type shit. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean? I'm like, for real. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you type shit. And I'm like, wait, nigga. Like, you know Detroit women are aggressive too. Yeah. But the level of confidence that she had she spoke with me with such, she looked me in my eyes with conviction and was like, I'm trying to see what it be like.
Right, what is
and
it?
I'm like,
oh,
well,
like,
shit.
I mean,
all right.
Yeah, I mean, you live close. Like, we can go to your spot. Like, I got a room. What you trying to do? But yeah,
like, yeah, what's going on? Like, all right, I'm gonna call you. She ain't believe me. She's like, yeah, heard you. But But then I've heard her. She's like, oh, okay, you for real? I'm like, yeah, I was for real. So yeah, that was funny. But in terms of the heartbreak shit that was going on, going through a big breakup, and I was going through it. I mean, literally heard that song, and just it's one of those songs that you just hit replay on and shit, and the lyrics is just hitting to you. Like, this nigga started off the song with "Balloons Are Deflated." I'm like, excuse me? And then you just hearing him sing and getting his bag, and before you know it, I'm in the middle of the bathroom floor with a bottle of Jack Daniels going through it, reminiscing and being like, damn, how did we get here? Yeah. But man, yeah, so shout out to Giveon. You doing dope shit. Yeah. I just want to see you get into a different bag. You can stay within your sound, but you could talk about other shit too, outside of just being the salty nigga that you mad because Shorty chose up or down depending on how you want to look at it. Because that whole what's that song called? He was like that nigga was saying basically like, nigga, that's who you chose, like who did it best, some shit like that. When you want to come back, lay on back and do you just like that. Yeah, when it's all bad, that one. It's this one.
Yeah, when it's all said and done, take time. Yeah, I said take care, nigga. I wasn't that fucking far off.
Still Your Best. That's what it was called.
And Still Your Best was
Still Your Best was
like,
yeah. So I was like that pocket is cool and he can be toxic and all that shit, but like, if he's gonna ride that wave, he will be on some comparable shit to like Brent Faiyaz, because that too, he toxic.
But he's going to lose his fucking mind because it seems like he needs the actual heartbreak in order for it to work. He needs to be broken to pieces. Fucking,
he seemed like too much of a lover boy. For real.
Motherfucking Michael B. Jordan could come out with an album about fucking Lori Harvey today, it would be Giveon's fucking album. We could do it. What you got to say?
Shout out to Lori Harvey. I know a lot of you niggas do not like her, and we can unpack that one day. Maybe I could come back and we can have that discussion, but Lori Harvey trigger a lot of you niggas, dog.
Let's go.
A lot of you niggas.
Let's go.
It makes me laugh.
Let's
honestly.
Go. All right.
We have not heard this woman speak once. We arguably don't even know what the fuck she do. We just know she's Steve Harvey's stepdaughter.
She don't need to do shit.
She do something, like, I think she do something with like,
she don't need to do anything.
She does something.
It don't matter.
But y'all have talked about this woman and compared her to Future. And I don't understand why, because she has no kids. She makes her own money. She's not lying to anybody. She don't talk about her business. We don't really know we don't even know what her voice sounds like.
I barely know what her voice sounds like. Barely.
I
heard her once.
I can't find the interview. I think I found like one interview.
I've seen one video on her Instagram that I watch extremely closely. She said something.
And she is literally just being like, I'm making my money, I'm having fun.
She don't have to make any money. You have a trust fund. Everybody's going to pay into your life for the free. You don't have to buy shit. As long as you live, if you are Lori Harvey.
And Lori Harvey is someone that a lot of you niggas can't pull. And y'all hate seeing her do the shit that niggas do to women all the time. Let's be real. Keep it moving, keep it playing, whatever. I'm gonna date that shorty that, like, you know, they say the industry is small. So, like, it's a handful of women that a lot of niggas rotate.
And eligible guys for them women.
So when that is showcased with women being the forefront and doing shit like that, she gonna date the Trey Songz and the Drakes and the Michael B. Jordans. Now, granted, Michael B. Jordan was an exception because that nigga was kicking it for a whole year.
And he was a higher level. Like, if you want the closest thing to Will Smith right now, You would date Michael B. Jordan.
That was close.
That's the closest you're gonna get.
Yeah, and I know the white women happy right now.
Maybe it's closer because I'm about to say maybe it's closer because Will Smith ain't really the happiest of fucking campers as far as I'm concerned.
Man, pray for Will Smith, man.
Pray for Will Smith.
I'll
man.
turn on that nigga. And
pray for all cuckolds.
Pray for all
Cuckolds.
Yes.
Cuckolds.
Yes.
No.
I see what you did there.
Cuck.
I see what you did there.
I'm not fucking going for none of that shit.
The way y'all turned on Will Smith is disturbing.
Man, hey. When you see a nigga's cuck status in full frontal fucking 4K visual, you gotta fucking pull back the reins and go, hey, man, you're not the guy I thought you were. I thought you were cornier than this, but you're actually cornier than I thought you were. Because, hey, who's to say that my pothead theory isn't correct and that he wasn't the guy that put the hit out on fucking Tupac? Huh?
Dark Remedy does not align with the views of Jay Focuz from the Wake and Bake podcast. He has his own entity and personality and different beliefs. I do not vouch nor co-sign what this host is saying at this current moment. I love Will Smith. I love Tupac. And I am not going to comment on that conspiracy. That is all.
Hey, the streets need new conspiracies.
I'm not
Let's
touching
go.
that one. I'm not touching that one. No, thank you.
So, hey, if you believe, like, comment, subscribe, talk to yourself about it. Because it's just fucking content. And I would never fucking... You're on your fucking own. You want me to show up in court? Nigga, I'm disappearing for a long time. Because if I think...
Like Tupac.
Because I'm about to say, if I think he can kill Tupac, he can kill any fucking body. But hey, I don't have shit else, man. We don't play music at the end of our podcast. Let me see. No, I got nothing. What you got?
I don't have anything. Just follow a nigga on socials. Dark Remedy on Instagram. Sid and Remedy podcast coming back. We really trying to work on it because yeah, we're coming back. We working on it. We got a space. We got a lot of life shit going on that's making shit a little bit harder. But we coming back for show, and we gonna relaunch real soon. So look out for that. Sid Remedy podcast. That's on Twitter. That's on Instagram, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all of that jazz. So yep, that's it. And I don't have anything else to say or promote. So. Thank you for having me. It was a real pleasure, per usual.
Always good to have you through, man. Glad to have you on visual this time. You know what I'm saying? Talk some shit. We here at the Creative Corridor, Southfield. If you in the area, come through. Just inbox me. I'll give you some time here. Like I said, as the weeks kind of go by and the episodes start to air, you'll start to see different things in the studio. It'll be looking a different way. At the start of this episode, you might have seen the content from the Freddie Gibbs concert. So different shit like that, man. Like, just look forward to a bunch of different cool shit coming from the Wake and Bake podcast, because that's just the kind of shit we do here, man. Great having you through here, Dark Remedy. And, it's the Wake and Bake podcast. Bitch!